Hi. In this video, we're going to see about other testing types in order to continuation to the previous videos. Seventh one, functional testing. What is functional testing? What is functionality? So, how our application is behaving with different type of inputs of data. With the different inputs of data, how our application is behaving. When you enter, let me take a login page. When you enter positive username, positive password, when you click on login, whether it is logging in or not, that is nothing but functionality. With valid data, it should log in. With invalid data, it should not log in. So that is something like functionality. Let me take a Gmail. When you compose a mail and send it to somebody, that mail need to received by other person. That is functionality. Let me take a Amazon website. When you order for some item in Amazon, that order should be recorded by the Amazon. That order should be stored by the Amazon. That is nothing but functionality. Functionality is something like application behavior, how our application is behaving with different sets of data, with valid data and invalid data. Valid data, application should allow you to proceed further. Invalid data, there should be a proper error message saying that where it is wrong. From the testing side, testing the application only positively not enough to deliver it to the client. Negative also we need to test. With negative data, how it is behaving. With negative data, some empty page is coming. Then how customer will feel? He will not feel good. So that is the reason from the testing side, we need to verify both positive side and a negative side also. So functional testing is something like test the application behavior with the different inputs of data, valid and invalid. We need to verify how it is behaving. That is nothing but functional testing. And according to the client requirement, that functionality is working or not, we need to verify. Whatever the actions, operations you are performing on our application, we need to verify the application behavior is according to the client expectation or not. If it is not according to the client expectation, same process. You are going to raise a bug to the development team for fixing. Once they fixed it, we are going to do the retesting and the regression testing. So functional testing, usually two ways we are going to do. Those are functional positive testing and functional negative testing. Functional positive testing, you are going to verify positive flow of the application. So it means that valid data you are going to use to test the application functionality. Valid data in the sense, for example, you need to test a login page. Valid username, valid password you are going to enter, and you are going to verify whether application is allowing you to log in into the application or not. Negative data means valid username, invalid password. Invalid username, valid password. Both invalid username, invalid password. Both empty. Both with special characters. These all are different combinations we need to test. You need not worry. In the coming videos, I am going to cover different type of test cases, how to prepare them, and what is the test case template, scenario templates, how we are going to derive the test cases from the requirements. Everything I will cover in the future videos. But for now, you need to understand what is functional positive testing, what is functional negative testing. Functional positive is something like testing the application functionality with valid data. When you entered valid data, it should allow you to log in into the application. Test the application functionality with negative data, invalid data. Application should not allow you to log in into the application. It should throw proper error messages, say to the user. You entered invalid username, entered invalid password. In any case, in application, whatever the flows are there, each and every flow, you need to test with positive data to confirm whether it is working according to the client requirement or not. Similarly, you need to test the functional negative flow. When user enters negative data, for example, in real time, application should not be hanged, or application should not populate empty page. application should instruct user to where he did wrong or which data he has given wrong data. So that is the reason we need to test a positive way and a negative way of the application. So functionality testing, we are going to do two different ways, functional positive and functional negative. Functional positive, we are going to enter the valid data and we are going to verify whether it is working according to the requirement or not. Functional negative, what we are going to do, we are going to enter the invalid data and we are going to verify whether the application is restricting the user to proceed further and corresponding error message is displaying or not, corresponding operation is happening on our application or not, we need to verify. That is nothing but functional positive testing and functional negative testing, how we need to perform. Similarly, eighth one, end-to-end testing. What is end-to-end testing? Did you remember we have I explained you on system testing. System testing is we are going to test the entire application, all the functionalities, all the flows end to end on different platforms is a system testing. Different platforms in the sense different OS operating systems, different browsers, might be different hardware configurations, different software configurations. So end-to-end system, end-to-end testing is fall under system testing. It is a part of system testing. You need to, in the part of system testing, you need to test each and every flow, each and every functionality end to end, one end to other end. For example, you are booking an item in Amazon.com. What is the end-to-end flow? You need to select an item. That item will be added into cart. Go to the view cart, order that item, pay the amount. Then it will be displayed into your account as a ordered item. This is one end-to-end flow. Similarly, end-to-end testing means what are all the end-to-end flows are there in your application. Each and every flow you need to test on any one of the environment, any one of the platform. That is nothing but end-to-end testing. If these end-to-end flows are you are testing on multiple platforms, that is a system testing. So before going to the system testing, you will perform the end-to-end testing in any one environment and you need to confirm to the client that okay, this application is working fine according to your expectations. So now we are moving to the system testing on different platforms. So before going to the system testing, we need to perform the end-to-end testing to confirm each and every functionality is, each and every end-to-end flow is working fine according to the client expectation. That is nothing but end-to-end testing. This is also part of system testing. Whereas system testing is performing the end-to-end testing on different platforms. But end-to-end testing is perform the end-to-end application testing in one platform. You need to confirm everything is working fine or not. Well, very good. Next, ninth one. Ninth one is a recovery testing. What is recovery? When we need to do this testing? Recovery testing is nothing but if something happened to our application. Let me take a simple example. Or we are having one server in India. Something happened to that particular town. Your servers are damaged. Okay. So over flooded particular one city, for example. Your servers are dipped into a water and your data is lost. For example, some famous bank in is Bank of America is there, for example, or some other bank. If they lost their data, what happened to the customers? For example, the database is storing all the customers' data, how much amounts are there in their bank and all. If server is dipped into a water and their server is damaged, what happened to the customers' data? What they need to do? So is there a mechanism to recover that data or not? If something happened to the server, we are losing all the data, what the famous banks in all over the world they're going to do? So recovery testing is something like, if something happened to our application, are we in the position to recover our data properly or not? For example, let me take a simple example. You sent a mail to your friend. Meanwhile, your internet is disconnected. And within 5 minutes, it is connected. What is going to happen? Did you observe it? Whatever the mail is there, that will goes to outbox. Once again internet is connected, that will be sent to your friend. That is nothing but recovery. So recovery testing is something like, if something happened to our application or our servers or our complete application, are we in the position to recover our data properly or not? This testing we are going to do based on the client requirement. If client asked us, then we are going to do the recovery testing. Usually this testing will be taken care by the client side testing team or client side team. They will take care. If they are going to on off the particular servers, then whether they are able to recover the data or not, recover from the unexpected situation or not, some sort of scenarios they are going to test it, whether to confirm they are able to recover the data if something happened to their servers. So this is about the recovery testing. So in this video we have seen what is functional testing. Functional testing, when we are going to do it, each and every application we need to do the functional testing. Two ways we need to do, positive and negative. Similarly, positive means what? With the positive data they are doing. Negative means invalid data they need to do it. Why we need to do positive and negative both? Because positive will tell us whether it is working according to the client requirement. Negative will tell us, instruct the user or instruct the end user what data they entered correct, what data they entered wrong. So from testing side we also need to verify that. Similarly, once functional positive negative is done, end-to-end testing we have seen. What's that? It is in the part of system testing, but at least in one environment we are verifying all the end-to-end functionalities are working correctly. That is nothing but end-to-end testing. Same end-to-end testing we are doing in multiple platforms, that is a system testing. What is recovery testing we have seen? Recovery means if something crash happened to our application, are we in the position to recover our application properly or not without any loss? That is nothing but recovery testing. These questions also sometimes the interviewers will ask you. Now you are in the position to answer these all questions to the these related questions in the interviews and all. Okay, so that's all for this video. Please like my channel and subscribe channel for more videos. Thank you.